Track so you know it's fire.
Shit. B&B bitches. Swag. 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 Swag, swag. You hating bitches looking mad, mad. Your fuck ass niggas looking mad, mad. Come and cop you or some swag. We got that swag. Come get your swag, swag. You hating bitches looking mad, mad. Your fuck ass niggas looking mad, mad. Come and cop you or some swag. We got that swag. Come get your swag.
We on swag. Why these niggas so mad? These niggas loaded up wrong. Know that I get to a bag. Why these niggas keep beating? I work with my swag. Why you bitch keep calling? Trying to toss me a bag. Why you bitch keep doing it? Because she love my swag. And now I think about it. That's why these niggas mad. You know I live the G. Won't concept on my way. If we ain't talking about money, it's time that I can wait. I'm on my way to the track. I'm ready to put up the back. My niggas top of the gang. They good at counting the rack. I ain't no regular cat. My pocket get fat. I run it up in the track. I'll fuck your bitch in the back. Money make me to get in his back. I keep that gas for rap. Look how we look at the Mac. We turning up in the track. I'm about to win it for flat. I got that swag in the back. Everything we bustin' on track. My niggas running back.
Swag, swag. You hating bitches looking mad, mad. Your punk ass niggas looking mad, mad. Come and cop you or some swag. We got that swag. Come get your swag, swag. You hating bitches looking mad, mad. Your punk ass niggas looking mad, mad. Come and cop you or some swag. We got that swag. Come get your
Even in the pandemic, I made it more than the average. They killing bitches in traffic. Little Philly babies, I'm trapping. I am the vibe, I'm slashing. Check that ass, I'm packing. Outside, no backing. I am the swag, no capping. My biggest flex is being me. Fuck the dogs, I'm doing me. Team winning and B&B. Boss bitch, that's what I be. Me, baby, been on fleek. Since uni been the heat. Since Little Creek, I've been the streets. Baby girl, I've been the lead. Oh, you bad man. I'm here to bad bad. Don't need to get bad jams. No sweat on cash bag. You bitch need cash bag. Mine is on the cash bag. Poor bitch, you can have that. Then you don't matter. Fuck you with your swag, swag. You hating bitches looking mad, mad. Your punk ass niggas looking mad, mad. Come and cop you or some swag. We got that swag. Come get your swag, swag. You hating bitches looking mad, mad. Your punk ass niggas looking mad, mad. Come and cop you or some swag. We got that swag. Come get your swag.
That's right. What's up with this? Cause they got that swag. Cause they got hitting bitches mad. Cause they got that swag. That was hot. Welcome to the Couple Level Podcast. Back with a banger. It's me, Janny Schmanny, your hostess with the mostest. And we got some great guests coming up for you today. Okay. That was a track from B&B Entertainment. And guess what? They done pulled up on me. B&B Entertainment, some of the members, actually the CEO of B&B Entertainment is in the building. Okay. Well, he's outside the building right now, but he'll be inside the building. Okay, and he's back. He's here to recap on, events that went on. We had him here prior to the versus competition. The belt was given out. So I'm going to let him tell you how it all went down on New Year's Eve when he get in here. And he also brought MADFACE Mr. Fist with him. So that's going to be good. And coming up, we have Twist Flavor. Yo, we got Twist Flavor in the building. He's a incredible hype man turned MC, and that's gonna be some good things coming out from that. He's a part of 144,000 Chosen Few Records, labeled by Judah Priest. being distributed by Who Mag and Sony, the Orchard Records. So it's on and popping today. So we got a good show for you. New Year's though, how was y'all New Year's? I had a great New Year's. We went to the competition, and we was able to come out of the competition a little early, me and Papers, and we Earl, my friend Lassiter, lead singer at Intruders, he had a party at his house, and we was able to make it there by midnight, and it just turned out good. You know what I mean? So, just wanna just tell you a little more about what we do. We have our red carpet interviews that are underway, and we're inviting you as live audience members in preparation for a bigger project that we have coming up. And you know that I'm always networking, always, like I told you before. So it's free to come here and be on our live cast and be in our interviews. No matter who we're interviewing, it's free to come in. If you do book an interview with me, then you receive 5 these red tickets entry so that your guests can sit in the interview with you, have reserved seats. They don't have to sit in the interview with you, but they can be in the scene if they choose to. If not, then we have other seats where live audience guests don't be seen. And we also have camera to move scenes around. We have another room which we are calling the lobby, or I ain't gonna laugh about it, but the black hole. As Mr. Cakes Wade said, the black hole. So we have the black hole out there, which I call it the red carpet. It's the red carpet. We treat our guests with special red carpet treatment for their interview. We have a stage, and we can do a little something for individual exposure. So let us know. The tickets are free. We're always passing them out at events or whatever, or you could just pull up. We're located at the Dare Academy, 1656 Kane Avenue in Camden, New Jersey. Yes. So, like I said, today we have Twist Flavor coming up, and January 6th we have Fire Nation Flames, who is another Grammy considered lyrical felonist. She's the CEO of MML of Miller Fire LLC, 144,000 chosen few, Judah Priest, and the Zoo Bullies, and a lot more. So that's going to be great. All right. So, let me see a little bit of news. Before I get into another banger, I wanted to tell y'all about this. Yesterday was made. I think it's 25 years. Hilltop Hustler, Steady B, and his affiliate Cool C shot and killed a Philadelphia police officer, Laretha Ward, in a brazen bank robbery attempt. It landed Cool C and Steady B behind bars with a life sentence. Cool C, whose real name is Christopher Roney, was originally sentenced to death penalty, but was granted a stay of execution. And although Steady B and Philly rapper Mark Canny, the glamorous life, the rapper attempted to rob the PNC Bank in Feltonville, Pennsylvania, but instead exchanged gunfire with the police after a silent alarm was tripped. As the trio exited the bank, Roney exchanged fire with another police officer before he and Canny dropped their weapons at the scene and fled in a stolen minivan driven by Steady Big. Roney was arrested in October 30th, 1996, and charged with first-degree murder. He was sentenced to death by lethal injection. However, Coolsey has been granted 2 stays of execution since his death warrant was signed in January 2006. I just thought y'all know that. You know, those of us who like their music. Hey, Papers, how you doing?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Paper Man back with a banging man. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Just getting off of handling business and stuff with my uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't come straight here.
That's good. It's always good. It's always good. What's new with you? What's going on?
No, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I
Life
don't know.
struggles.
It's a whole bunch of stuff. Same life struggles, everything, or whatever. Ain't
Yeah,
doing
so-
nothing.
Today, what are we talking about today?
Well, we got guests, so I'll wait for the guests to come in. I was just telling people little things that was going on. I don't know, news, things that people need to know or whatever. What's going on? I mean, I can tell you what's going on. You know, y'all ain't getting in.
Getting in with
Y'all ain't getting in.
Getting in with
You from that city, right? You from
What city?
Philadelphia, right?
Where we ain't getting in there?
Restaurants, shit like that. Y'all not getting in movie theaters because y'all don't have Vax cards and shit like that. Or
wow.
if you do, I'm not saying you don't or whatever. I'm just saying Philadelphians because they cracking down really hard. And so yesterday they required proof of vaccination in Philadelphia to eat or drink indoors, to watch games and events like, the Wells Fargo Center and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Or even, the movies. So, and it's an increase in hospitalizations in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And they have surpassed pandemic peaks in Delaware, the governor put out a state of emergency in Delaware.
Wow, I see a lot of states are doing that, even mandating a lot that's going on with that. Even New York, they got a lot of precautions that they're taking. You know what I mean? So it's like I told you, listen, man, this is really about to turn into a quarantine, world. Like,
Yeah.
and it's going to affect a lot of people. So this right now, they have a lot of precautions. And they even have like 6-hour passes.
People are not getting surgeries and different procedures because of the COVID-19.
Because the people that do have the shots are still getting, they're getting sick.
Yeah, my daughter has a shot. She's sick right now.
So that's why people is not.
She's sick right now. She had the COVID before. She had the shots, and now she's sick again. So they're saying maybe it could be the Omicron variant, So I had looked up how they differ in vaccinated and unvaccinated people. You know what I mean, or patients.
So get your mask and put it on.
I know they're saying the highly contagious Omicron variant now accounts for the most new COVID cases in the United States. And with the surge in cases and intense demand for scarce at-home rapid tests, are scrambling to figure out whether they contracted the Omicron, a previous variant, or just a seasonal cold. So still seeing the usual list of symptoms we would expect with COVID: fever, fatigue, cough, shortness of breath, and the loss of smell and taste. But sometimes congestion, runny nose, sometimes nausea and vomiting, and sometimes you have diarrhea. So they're saying that we might be experiencing, and this is for the people who are vaccinated or vaccinated and and boosted, they're not seeing as much fever as opposed to, unvaccinated person. They're sicker. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they said the same thing with the regular COVID, but they're more, they're more consistent with a typical cold. That's the,
Right.
with the symptoms in general are
Okay.
much more milder. That's what they're saying.
I mean,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well, the people right now, the symptoms is just about anything. So
Yeah, but they're not even able to tell
we're
the
going
difference.
into a world like where we're going to be like this. They're going to be like this. You're going to see somebody that's going to cough at home. And then somebody's going to come in through a monitor like Siri, and she's going to be like, that cough has been rated at double S.
That would be nice. Something like that would be
rated
nice.
at 10.5. We are now dispatching CDC to your house.
Yes.
Any unlawful leaving, you will be quarantined for 14 days. If you leave your residence, you will be then.
And that probably would
Added
be
to
more
a
capable
detention.
for the government to
That's
acquire
gonna be crazy.
than the cure for this shit.
They gonna do
You
it.
know what I mean? I think that the government might. So they're saying the Omicron in an unvaccinated person is quite capable of and actually causing pneumonia. You know what I mean? But I think people were getting pneumonia too anyway with the other joint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it was all attacking your respiratory system.
Mm.
That's the first place where it goes. You know what I mean? But still, like I say, the vaccinated people are getting less symptoms. But we gotta do something. We gotta protect each other or whatever. I need
Well, what
something
about
to
the
drink.
people that already got it?
Can you pull that thing out like you did?
Are they getting
Huh?
are they receiving the same thing like you said?
The people that are vaccinated?
No, the ones that aren't. Are they receiving less, symptoms too? Like you.
No, they're
gotta
they're
be.
really getting sick because
But if
Okay,
they already
first
had
of
it,
all-
they already have the antibodies.
yeah,
So
but
you can't say
they're
that.
they're still
They
sick.
have the actual strongest antibodies.
No, they're still sick. They're still sick.
I would say that they have the actual strongest antibodies, the ones who actually caught it, because at the end of the day, they're more immune to it, and will be able to survive more than they would off of versus a person who got the the made up stuff.
If you think so. So it's a dramatic rise in COVID cases in Delaware and in southern Pennsylvania, it says. That ain't for that, is it? Or if it is, you gotta come over here. Because that's taken. Yeah. So I don't know. That state of emergency went in effect yesterday or the day before yesterday.
And that's for every state.
In Delaware. Yesterday, Monday, it went the comment. What they're doing is they're sending in the National Guard. They're training 100 members of the Delaware National Guard to be CNAs. So they shutting everything down. So this new emergency declaration will allow the public health authorities to set aside regulations in order to surge in cases and increase the bed capacity in acute care facilities with assurance of adequate staffing. That's what they said.
So, once they send out the National Guard, you know what happens then. That's basically a quarantine shutdown.
It's crazy.
And they're gonna be, pushing you into your house,
Yeah.
telling you got to go in. If you're not in, they locking you up. They going the extra
Yeah.
mile. So that stuff come with extra things and guidelines. Not just the foundational guidelines, what you think, because the
That's
National
crazy.
Guard coming. And they basing it off where they could be medical people. No, they're gonna be medical and enforcement.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot that's going to be happening soon, just from my thoughts, you know what I mean? Other people may have their own assumption or pre-assumption about what's going to happen. you know, listen, I say to this, like everything that everybody believes is going to happen, believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So I wouldn't be in disagreement with anybody, you know, about what's going to happen because all of our theories could be right. It's the same, you know.
It's going to happen. These was our seat stuff, actually. So I don't know how that works out. Well, it's just, you know, you got to be cautious. You got to think about your own self. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. You got to think about yourself. That's it. All right. So it's time for us to play a banger. I guess since you're here, we'll play one of yours. How about that?
The guy with the BBS.
Papers,
That's him.
back with a banger, man. You know how I do. Me steady flossing, big bossing. Hit that motherfucker clutch out Austin. Get lost in the town out Boston. With a fresh chick I be seeing often. Out Charleston. Stacking money till the get lost in. Chips for the whip and I be in the latest. Trips that have been did it, I be in the business. When my niggas getting money, they be in the list. Ride around and drop top business. Head blown from the red bone on the phone, text screaming out money anything. Me doing my thing, switching my game, knowing my lane, minding my business, keeping it fitness. Fuck with no nitwits, I'm in the Benjis. Niggas is stingy, so I grind, keep the world on the barrel on go. I be in the promo. Going loco with a fofo, put you in a chokehold, bringing that money by the boatload. Got a bad bitch, look like Coco. Hit the scene on the set, get moto. Put a picture on the wall for the promo, get hits in the range of the million. All for the flow on go. Mommy, she throw it with no hands. Popping that day like a grand slam. Throwing it back like she understands. Knowing it came from the motherland. Mommy, she throw it with no hands. Popping that day like a grand slam. Throwing it back for the paper bags. Knowing it came from the motherland. Pop, perk in my dick car. Switch lanes in the Porsche and sub car. Little bad bitch, spread it when she bust off. Had a nigga on surf when the way it came. Then it crashed and it came in the way. Leaned in the seat, looking at the stars in the east. Chilling in the belly of the beast on the cold sheets with the OE. So nigga don't approach me. You know what it is when it don't be. Don't be talking about ends when you round them. They'll run up in your crib for your pound eat. Take everything you want out the county. Leave you on empty, don't tip me. Ain't nothing but money makers around me. Ride the rich, feed the poor, either or. We gon' make this money. Fly by night, overnight success. I'ma make it to the venue by the night. My fans gon' love when I night. They gon' make this music blow tonight. Look at all these views, they going up. I ain't up no more, I'm growing up. It's a million things I wanna touch. More like Ray Allen with me. She throw it with no hands. Popping that thing like a grand slam. Throwing it back like she understands. Knowing it came from the motherland. Mommy, she throw it with no hands. Popping that thing like a grand slam. Throwing it back for the paper bags. Knowing it came from the motherland. Loving the way that she do it, it's with my music, the way that she pole dance. Drop out that ass in my song, so fast to the dog, and watch out where we at. Took on a beat and a booty that. Beat up the track, I'm a fully cat. Minus the issue with niggas that they did their best, they could go a challenge with me. Park 50 on the dash, being fast, I ever go. Get going, never been lukewarm. Eye the storm, my God, this beat is a form. It pop me on, now weaving in and out of lanes. That's for making my own way. That's for making my own change. That's for greatness that I am awakened third eye on the beam. I mean, knocking these niggas out by the team. I am a beast when I'm getting this cream. Solo for sure that you niggas can't hold me. I keep a gat on me at all times. Might just blow up like time bombs. This is my life and my timeline. All of my women be bad dimes. Flicker the wrist and them diamonds shine. Shackle that booty like I'm a star. Then watch how the chopper fly. Then watch how the chopper fly. Mommy, she throw it with no hands. Popping that thing like a grand slam. Throwing it back and she understands. Knowing it came from the motherland. Mommy, she throw it with no hands. Popping that thing like a grand slam. Throwing it back for the paper bags. Knowing it came from the motherland.
All right. I wasn't here to stop it, though. You should have known. Anyway, that was Big Fans popping that thing.
Yeah.
Like a, what was that? Throwing it back with no hands.
Mm-hmm. Knowing they came from the motherland.
Knowing they came from the motherland. We in the building. CEO Biggs, B&B Entertainment. We got MADFACE, Mr. Fist. What's up, y'all guys? How y'all doing?
Thank y'all for joining us. You know, we definitely gonna have one of the 144,000 chosen few. You know, none other than Twist.
Yeah, surely.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in the building or whatnot. You know. So
we outside.
We outside. We all over. Yeah, we was all over. I was telling them earlier before y'all got in here. you know, we were saying how the new year came in, everybody building and doing things or whatever.
Right.
Big Ted came a couple weeks earlier before New Year's Eve competition. Y'all gave that belt away. Everybody saw it here or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody won it, and I told the people that I was gonna let Biggs talk about it.
About the Williams awards or about the championship,
The song battle thing.
It was a song battle championship. It was about 10 artists getting together, performing and showing their skills. That's what it was about. Whoever won the belt, basically, I'm just gonna say the people won the belt.
Yeah, the people won the belt.
The people won the belt.
I don't see. Wait a minute.
But
Before you get all into it,
I'm gonna break it
this
down real
versus
quick.
thing. But wait a minute, because this is something. The versus thing, I was started by Swiss Beats or whatever. What is he giving out?
I don't know. They get money from.
They
get paid because they have a big revenue. They have a big base. They have a big bag.
That's what he giving out.
They on a different level, but I'm just saying. Let's get into the.
I was just wondering.
Let's get into the
I didn't want
underground.
didn't want to go.
Let's get to the underground artists who don't have that. The verses and the leagues and the money and all that, and the people to back them up and the people to give them awards and stuff like that. What are they getting? We have a lot of artists that already have been in the mainstream, and then they come back, and then they go to the underground artists, and then they use the underground artists for all their music, for all their money, all their talents, and they say, well, can you come to one of our shows? So they're getting paid to come to your show, and they're getting paid to book you at one of their shows. So
but they're taking the money.
They're taking the money.
It's marketing.
So exactly. So what are they getting at the end? See, a lot of them, they fall into the same, but this is not everywhere. This is only certain cities, certain places. Certain places won't allow that type of stuff to happen because they have businesses. They run that. That's how they make their money. You know what I mean? But in our city, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? But
it's like a free fall.
Back to the verses. The verses was for the artists to be shine, be show like a showcase. It's like a concert, so that people can see you, not just to see who was the best. It was to see who you were. It was to see what your skill level was. It was to see bring fans to your base.
They did a lot of homework. Them artists did a lot of homework.
Well, they did their homework. They did their homework. The rules state that the fans would pick the winner at the end.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
But
Nobody can dispute that.
You know,
they can dispute. They can say whatever they want to say, but in the end, the fans won. That's who won the belt.
No, I'm saying homework. They made new songs and things
right. They did all that, and that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody went to work.
That was the whole.
And that was the whole project. Is get everybody going to work.
They was all everybody.
The whole goal.
Everybody was putting their skills up sharp.
And that's everybody won.
Had sharper skills.
Because it go back to what we had talked about a few weeks ago, how this was all gonna make everybody money. This is gonna get people in the studio. This is gonna make producers money. This is gonna make people make beats. They're gonna get money. Everybody got money. So this is how you put something together and you make all the gears run and you orchestrate something. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, even though like people might not have made money off of it, but they sat back and watched how
it's not an artist that didn't have a chance.
You made
it's not an artist that didn't have a chance.
Listen, I'm skipping that part. I'm getting to the bigger part. Bam. Whereas though you made the chances, you made networking, you made connections. You put yourself in a different echelon stage of your life and made yourself be like, yo, let me get in the studio. Oh, straight bars is there. Paper Bands is there. Oh, Ace the Chemist is there. MADFACE is there. Trizzy coming out. Oh shit. So it's like Killer's there. You feel me? Just there. TCGB. Everybody coming out. So it's like, yeah, Rhyme Murder. So it was like, dudes was like, oh, let me get ready.
Everybody got goofy.
Niggas was nervous. They was scared to see their music. They was like, oh shit, they go back. You know what I mean? They didn't know what to do. So it stepped their game up. You feel what I'm saying? And that was the thing that was the one thing that people probably didn't see, but that wanted to shine a light on.
And they didn't see it.
Let you know that we all made
Even
money.
Torch.
All
Torch
made
was
money
in the
sometime.
studio.
Look at it like
Torch
nobody.
was in the studio all the time, working, preparing, getting his stuff ready and stuff. He might not have been doing that if it wasn't for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He might have went to the studio and maybe just worked on something regular.
Right.
But no, he had a mission to go in there and come out and prepare for the best. He didn't have all that stuff. Torch went in there and worked. You know what I mean? Ace went in there where he had a couple joints, but he worked on some music. Ace worked on some music.
Like, yeah, man,
everybody went to work
on
on
a
his
couple
craft.
bangers,
And that shit was nice. Because now, boom, now people can do some things with other people.
Exactly.
And putting them in a
They
different
wanna do
situation.
more.
Like we
They
networking
want
now.
to do more.
Yeah, they do. Like we
That's
can go
good.
down and talk with members only now. Like me and Ace, the chemist, and everybody, we want to talk about doing something.
I've seen a lot of artists talking about working together.
Networking together and doing things that they wasn't doing together before. It's like
Right.
we brought the city together, bro. Like that's what we
You need
trying to
more
do.
of this. We need
We
more of that.
definitely need more
We
of this.
need more of that
Yeah,
because that's the
I think
only
that
way
the
to
whole
make things
idea
work.
of bringing it out was definitely the most important thing. You feel what I'm saying? Because it struck a spark. And what we want to do is keep that spark growing. You feel what I'm saying? Because
That's a fact.
you know, people could have the knowledge, and then now you give the knowledge to somebody else, and then now they take it to where
They
blow it up.
spread
They
the
brought
most
it to
things
life.
down in your shit.
They brought it to life,
that?
and then boom,
Once
now we're
all
painting the
everybody
picture, and
back,
then
It's all
now
this back and
everything
forth,
else
people
trickle down.
influences.
Right.
People that don't want to work together because they feel as though they've been trained to be the best and only work for themselves and only understand one thing. It's me, and it's all about me, and that's all it's about. But you got to look at the people who's winning. You got people who got teams out here, they winning. Like the young boys last night that was on stage, they killed it. They all had originality. They knew what to do, how to capture the audience. Showmanship was everything. You gotta have that. Plus, you gotta have some different bars. You gotta have a whole different setup of how you doing your performances. They had that. They did the Matrix joint up in that joint. That joint was crazy. Yo, the ball went back. It was rapping and doing the Matrix. How much you would have bet? Yes, he did. They was let go. He was all leaning back with the Matrix. I said, yo, they killed it. It was two of them. Did it at the same time. They both went back doing it.
They was dancing the whole night.
This boy had so much energy. I thought he had a Molly or something, man. He was dancing all. He never stopped. Yo, and the music was popping, but he never stopped dancing, man. What's his name?
I can't remember his name.
T something with a 3. T with 2 3s.
Tipiana.
Yeah, Tipiana.
Tipiana.
That's him. He was killing that shit. Him and his boys, they was fucking until they torched that shit up last night, real shit.
Yeah, I ain't got down there late.
Yeah, y'all came late. We had already performed this shit.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, but like I said, everybody got what they needed. They got exposure. You know what I mean? They got the network with one another. Look at everybody. We all was together last night, basically, except for Torch and Straight Bars, but we bumped in the Straight Bars and Blackware. So it's like people are together and on different levels because we're not. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. The people that was doing the open mic, that do the open mics, and the people that do concerts, and the people that do showcases, they're all on different levels. Like when we go to open mic, we on a way different level than these people that's just starting out on open mic, but we still go to them to support them. Now, when we do concerts and shit like that, that's when you go in there with a showcase with your music. You're not going in there with all your verses on your joint. You going in there with a regular with a set. This is your show set. Right. This is what you're doing. Like you're professionally growing. Mm-hmm. So you have to not be sitting in there playing all your vocals to the whole concert and shit like that. Like you're not growing.
You're not
That's
growing.
the open mic karaoke shit. You know what I mean? And if you ain't ready to, go in there with your set tape or whatever you playing and work with that, because you gotta have your vocals and your whole set. Come on, man, you're not growing. Yeah. So who wants that? They're not gonna hire you to come there to do that. They can just play your fucking music and you can Milli Vanilli somewhere fucking where else. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's why exactly where I wanted to, step artists' game up. That's why right after that Jadakiss joint and he did that at the Versus, it was like bang. The next day, when I came to your show, I straight did, no vocals behind the shit. I was like, oh no, it's on. It's on.
He
right?
keep learning. He keep learning.
It should have been.
You know what I'm saying?
At least you learning.
Be like
you know
that.
What I mean?
Like, bro,
and it shows.
It's a struggle to do it, but it has to be done.
No, because that's where I come from. Yeah. So when I came,
it is because
it's just like,
so when I came home,
if you know that song by heart though, like it ain't a thing. You know what I mean? Right. If you got a lot of shit to memorize, like you're doing a bunch of shit at once, like you gotta either be in show mode or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, cause it's if you try to juggle that shit, nigga, you gonna be up there fumbling. You know what I mean? But like, real shit. Like that's anybody. Like you carry too much weight, nigga. That's that little gonna hold you down. But, you know what I mean? So you gotta fucking figure out a way to.
So how do y'all choose artists like to be on your team or
how do we
or whatever?
Yeah, like how do you like put that together? Like is that like just like
as far as what team or
like how the hell do you become B&B?
Oh shit.
Y'all.
How did we become
B&B? I'm on a
B&B?
podcast. I'm trying to talk like I'm articulate.
How did we become B&B, or how did B&B start?
How do you pick up artists?
Oh, how do we pick up? I don't know. We go in the trash and pick them up, and then we fix them up.
That's not.
Thank you.
A lot of
A lot of artists come through networking, studio, connections, people that we know, people that have been with us for years, and like then people who adopt themselves to us.
Like those who didn't start out with the initial crowd, like with the initial, people that started B&B to move the company itself, like, it's that group. But then as we progressed over the time and whatnot, we got more networking and connecting and whatnot with different artists. And, though some of them felt the connect was so deep that, like we family now, that's how it get, you know what I mean? You run across genuine folks, you know what I'm saying? And that love is like, it's real, you know what I mean? So you don't just like let that shit sway to the side. You stay with that, you know what I mean? And that's genuinely what happened with a lot of the artists that we fuck with, you know what I mean? And like, cause it's, if you know what I mean? If you ever been in the studio or around at any event, it's all love, like, you know what I mean? It's
no matter what, no matter
everybody is we focused on, the music, you know what I mean? Over anything else, you know what I'm saying? Over the bullshit. So
I mean, just like we said,
that's a wonderful.
We set out on a new mission to change, how things been running, because when we first got into the shit, like we saw how people just getting charged and people was getting robbed and beat in the head and not getting the services and people paying all these high price numbers for shit. You couldn't really get in the studio and come in there like you come to our studio and anybody that we know. Like once you get to know a person, then people get comfortable and then they feel like, well, we can go to B&B and we can do this and we can get a little extra time. No, we still running fucking business. But for years, we tolerated that because we had to build a business and a relationship with people. And by, sometimes you got to give them a little bit to get things. Like,
you only get so
we
much.
have a lot of owners right now that can do everything that I do, that we do from B&B comes from us independently. We don't have no sponsors, nobody giving us no money and saying, yo, take this bag and do. No, we do this out of our own pocket. Like we still run the studio, we still run the WAM, we still do our own music, and we still give away prizes, we give away studio time, and I don't know anybody in the city of Philadelphia has given away more than B&B has given away since 2020. I don't know nobody.
Let me tell you, I want to tell y'all this because I want to play a song. I want to introduce y'all to this music that is a brand new. Well, it's not maybe not a brand new artist. Maybe y'all know him, but he's brand new to me. And the way I don't know, he discovered me or whatever, and the way he came to me, I thought it was very humble, and he did something that no other artist did, you know, and like from the very first song that I listened to him, it just touched me, like. So I'm gonna just play it right now for y'all so y'all can hear it. He's looking for help. You know what I mean? So he came at me like that. He's looking for help. So that's one of the reasons why I asked y'all how he, you know what I mean? So let's hear this nigga right here. This is Hen Rock.
His name is what?
This is Hen Rock. Janny Schmanny knows music. Janny Schmanny knows music.
That's how we get back.
Back row.
They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like,
Battery low.
tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. I'm not saying I'm invincible, but I'm ready for anything, and it don't matter the level of how physical. Told me never run that corner waiting, and I said, fuck it, grab the chopper, slid around that corner. Fuck you saying? I'm the only one that control my life. I won't let my future be altered by some shit that ain't right.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to start that shit over. I'm gonna have to start that. I'm gonna have to start that shit over. I'm gonna have to start that shit over. I apologize, y'all. Y'all know how this Bluetooth shit goes. Here we go. Hen Rock. South Philly.
Oh, he deserved it.
Back row.
They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. I'm not saying I'm invincible, but I'm ready for anything, and it don't matter the level of how physical. Told me that for around that corner waiting, and I said, fuck it, grab the chopper, slid around that corner. Fuck you saying? I'm the only one that control my life. I won't let my future be altered by some shit that ain't right. That's why I've been down that road too much. Truth be told, that's why I'm alone. Don't fuck with niggas too much. I be in my own world, trying to be a god there, gain all the necessary knowledge, become a guy here, cause the clock racing. Hands moving yearly, I can't let it be another one of those that can snare me without me taking all the proper precautions to get rich, staying locked in, focused. That's how you get that shit closer than I ever been. I got offers on my table, shit only coming once, so while I'm breathing and able, I'ma build my fucking own empire, my own label. Show that my purpose and meant well. Mom, I'ma do this shit for you, I'ma do it well. Never did I see the day where I'm giving farewell. Shit left a nigga dead inside, man, that shit hurt like hell. Shit left a nigga dead inside, man, that shit hurt like hell. Think I really understand why shit happened the way it did, and I was forced right into a child's worst nightmare. Think about it now, all the shit I experienced was put to the test as a young and a living experience. Shit broke me in a way, but overall I'm still fighting. Let these balls fucking strike down upon me like lightning. Catch my drift, feel my pain, just listen. Before you criticize, we're all pay more attention. I never asked to be a part of this shit. God showed me I had the talent, had to acquire it quick. For this production, no, it won't be shot by 30. For those who ever doubted me, your vision was blurry. Never seen a young nigga for the GOAT that I am. I was chosen, my man. How you couldn't see it, my man? You fucked up when the devil dropped the knife in your hand. From all the backstabbing to backbiting, and this is karma in its truest form. I'm not lying. Nah, you really turned me to a fucking tyrant, and I'ma have a fucking begging for mercy like a peasant who worked the whole day without water, hot and thirsty. You don't understand the monster y'all created. I gained the strength to overcome that sedation. Now I'm on my shit. It's no more the land. Got a daughter on the way, so I'm born Super Saiyan. Lyric daddy gon' make sure you good. I'm not playing. Teach you what it is to be a lady, be a real woman. Know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story.
Die.
That song
That shit zoned me out. Like I went somewhere. I was
Yeah, it was something that took your mind.
Sure.
But when you hear music that got a message, you can follow it. And when people can make you feel what they feel in the music, then you did your job and he did his job. You know what I mean? It wasn't all about shooting, no drugs, no guns.
It was his story.
It was a story.
His story. He told
7
that
o'clock in
shit.
the morning. He was in my inbox at 7 o'clock in the morning. I put the shit on. You know how I look in the morning. I was in tears. I hit the button. I called him up on the FaceTime. Like, how you do that? No, but the thing of it is the way he came at me. He didn't send me music at first. I just said, the way he came at me was very humble.
Right.
And I told him, go ahead and send me some music. And
I had a couple of experiences like that this week.
Like, oh, why you send me that? Like,
just like the day I got
somebody. He wanted to make sure his impact was felt. Like,
it was felt. It was felt.
There you
and
go.
We had a long talk. So he's looking for direction. I don't even know where this published music,
Yeah, like where he at or where he at.
Published, he told me he had his BMI and stuff. I didn't have a chance to go look it up, because he sent me a whole bunch of YouTube videos, so I was just listening to that.
Right,
you know what I mean? So I didn't look on the streaming platforms.
I'm glad you displayed his
His talent.
Yeah.
I got some more shit.
Sure.
It's hot, so we might put some work in that you can follow him at.
Some way to work it back up, bro.
Where you can follow him?
His thing is crazy. Let me get it.
What is his file? We got Instagram.
Wait, let me get it on here because it's gonna mess me up. I'm on a live. My people's on there. I got the comments on there. We got fire.
Who's in the building?
It hit different when you really doing it from the muscle.
Fact.
Fire Nation Flames.
Okay.
Kim Beecham. Yeah. She said, I like that you could feel that it's his heart on that beat.
Right.
He's telling his story.
Right.
Girl, I was crying. Girl, I was absolutely crying when he sent me that song. He got other ones too, y'all. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, that's a dope introduction. Like for
But
that to
it's
be the
like-
first time you ever hear it, it's like, all right, yeah, I respect you.
Yeah, because I think we can help him. I think we can help him. You know what I mean? I think he can help us.
Fact.
You know what I mean? So when I say us, it gotta be a us.
That was already a thing. Like,
It's always a thing. It's always a thing.
It's
You know
always
what
a
I mean? I like
possibility,
that jumpsuit and whatnot. It's out.
What's that, Tommy Hill?
That's how it is.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
I ain't taking it back in the day. See, all they need now is the glitter and on the pants. Remember that glitter?
Yeah, he funny as shit.
Yo, my mom used to make them drawings. She used to do the glitter on the motherfucking put your name and shit. Had a glitter and shit on the drawing.
We went from glitter to what's that shit called? Airbrush.
Oh yeah, they did that.
Airbrush. We think
No, she
airbrush.
did a both. She did a
We not
whole
doing
hand
glitter.
style.
He not doing he not doing the glitter.
Leave that joint plain as is. You know what I'm saying? Like, glitter.
So we saying, let me see, let me find the bull.
I love it.
Y'all
So-
gonna follow him at
So-
Aaron?
I wanted to get back to so what do you have planned next
Yeah, right.
now that the verses have ended? I've seen something above or whatnot that you
Hottest chick in the city contest and the hottest king contest March 25th. We're gonna have LC design posted along with Sienna Lee, FLAVA Unit Black. We got 10 contestants. We already got straight bars. and then the Crown. She's last year's winner for the Hottest Chick Award.
Oh, this is gonna be done both on the same night, or the
It's gonna
hottest
be
chick?
the hottest chick.
Everything's gonna be done.
And one night. Oh, I see.
We got 10 females and we got 4 men. We haven't picked any men yet, but so far we got Butterfly Name and we got Street Bars signed up, ready to go. The cash prize is the belt. We got a belt for the ladies. It's the ladies championship belt. And we got $250 cash prize for first place, $100 for second place, 4 hours studio time for the third place.
You want to follow the board?
The man gonna win an award and $100. Simply that.
Dope.
Pass it around, cause he got a thing.
Also, they get the all the contestants get tickets. It's a $100 registration. They get 20 tickets, so they get their money back, and they get to make money.
Oh, so they get 20 tickets.
For the $100 registration, you get 20 tickets. Oh,
No, I'm trying.
I'm going to give it to you raw.
So they get,
I'm going to give it to you raw. See, it was protection on it just now. I'm about to give it, but take it off and give it to you raw.
Yeah, protection.
Hey.
He got
Nah, but seriously,
10.4K
seriously, this is a Wham thing, right? Wham's pure. We don't really make money, bro. Like we giving you 20 tickets. It's $100 registration. These tickets is $10 a piece. So you're getting back $100 and your $100, okay? And not only that, we're giving you VIP. You feel me? That means you get to eat, you get to drink, and you get to be in VIP. And we're not even charging for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to copy and paste what I'm doing and start giving back and stop taking from all the artists and all the people who really grind and put their money in all what we doing out here. Like I did it myself. Like I worked hard, but if I didn't have a studio, it would have been a problem for me to do what I'm doing because I would have to go and put all my money out into another person's studio. So therefore, I'm blessed because I had the equipment from the Rick.
Right.
I never had to worry about studio time ever. And not even that, I had family that have studios. Like they got plaques, Grammys, like shit like that. Like I can go anywhere and go to a studio, but that's gonna cost me. I'm not gonna go to anybody's studio and be free all the time. I'm not gonna start my career off. If this is what I'm gonna do, if I just started, if I'm just starting today and I put my mind to, well, I'm gonna be an artist. I'm not gonna put my money into going to a basement studio. I'm not gonna find a trashy producer. And I'm not saying trash, I'm gonna find the best producer. I'm gonna find the best studio and I'm gonna invest my money into what I wanna do. So therefore, I don't have any problems. And I'm gonna learn the business. I'm not gonna get into something that I don't know nothing about. I'm gonna learn what I need to do to get paid when I get into the business, how to sell my music when I get into this business. I'm not gonna go into something blind and be guessing or have to ask questions of how to do this. I'm going to already know that. So I'm going to map out how I'm going to pursue my career. Can I afford it? I got to ask myself that. I got kids. I got 6 children. I got 8 children now. But at the time, I had 6. Now I got 8. Can I afford it? Now I got 8 grandchildren. You know what I mean? But when it was 20 years later, I still would have to make them same decisions depending upon whether I'm going to be doing the same shit 20 years from now. And that's what we gotta really think about. A lot of artists today go to open mics because that's all they got. That's their big arena. And that's all they got. They have
and
no.
They can make the best out of that.
They do.
That's why you give them the 20 tickets with the entry fee.
But that's a different level of artists that take these tickets
network,
now.
Right.
That the level of artists are different. The ones that's going to sign up for this are going to be different level artists that they have fans. It's going to be people that's good in the open mics that can't take these tickets because who are they going to give them to?
Well, they have to learn.
But
that's the reason why they're getting them.
They can't learn when it's a competition. They have to be. They can't come into another level. They have to be.
I'm not talking about.
I understand what you're saying.
Competition
but
wise.
we have we have set the bar for people. Now we set up the bar for people, and you're not.
Was there always
you're
gonna
not
be a
on that level.
competition?
And people gonna come and gravitate to you.
What we're doing this year, what I'm saying is we've done that. We've done the open mics. We're done with the artists not getting paid. We're done with the artists not wanting to get paid. So if you're not wanting to get paid, if you're not wanting to be on the level that we're on, and we'll come support you where you're at. But we're on this level and we're trying to bring you here. So if you're not trying to come here, then what can we do? No. We can bring you to the water, but we can't make you drink. You understand? We can't make you drink. So we're not there no more. If we're not there and the door is shut on that situation, why would we open it back up? What's up, boss? Hey, thanks, bro.
We got CEO Biggs of B&B Entertainment.
Nice to meet you, man.
This is Twitch Flavor. MADFACE, Mr. Biggs. The cat that came in, you done brought the jug, the cat. And look what the cat done. Pardon me for forgetting your name, baby, but I ain't forget to get Shannon. That's right, Shannon. And y'all know papers. Y'all have a seat, We just finishing up conversation that we having. Yes,
like we're on a whole different level now. Like B&B, we don't do the same thing that we did last year.
Shout out to Priest. Give Priest a shout out.
Shout out.
Watching. Got your boy in the building.
Yeah, shout out to Judah Priest.
Shout out to Judah Priest.
144,000.
Yeah, we got fire watching. We got fire watching.
I mean, what's up, Fire Nation?
Yeah, but like you burn out when you continuously do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like look at all the places that it's popping, and then all of a sudden it stopped. People got used to. We already know what's going to happen.
They ain't giving them nothing.
And we're not getting anything, and then they go somewhere else. They're not getting anything, but there's somebody over here giving away stuff. They won't come there. They won't. They really won't. They really have to. You know why they won't come? Because somebody's over there that's not giving them something. That's telling them, don't go over there. They're lying to you. Until you put real shit. Real shit. I'm glad am I lying? It's people have been telling people about B&B, CEO Biggs. They not doing this. They won't do this. You know why? Because we do that. We do stand behind our work, and we do stand behind our word, and we making moves. Look, I don't know how many people have been in our situation and been in business with us in the same period of time that we've been in business. I seen them all shut down. We're at the point of our success where we can give out awards to people. We're giving out awards to people. And these awards are pure awards. They're not corrupted. You can't buy a WAM award. Right. You can't come to me and say, Biggs, can I get a WAM award? No.
You can get COVID. You can get
COVID.
Come on, some kind of award.
You got 20 grand.
You got the Twist Flavor
Award. You got 20 grand. You can't get an award. I mean, because you got to earn this. Like, it's real. When you start adding and taking money from people, and people who can buy that award, and then you got inside, you give it away to people like me and Paper's friend. I'm gonna just give him an award because he's no. Paper got his award because he earned that award. Because if he didn't deserve that award, he wouldn't have got it. Yeah. He got his because he's a legend. Right. He deserved that award. I was nominated, but why would I
got one too.
You got one? I got one. You know what I mean? She deserved that award. Yeah. And everybody else deserved that award, got it.
I came from
and then another
the most, I had gotten an award before for the most loyal listener, number one listener or something, somebody else's radio.
And I got my first award from her. And she gave me an award.
And now I got an award for the most consistent podcast.
Okay.
And about to get a Grammy from the Black.
Yeah, I seen those awards too. Those awards are nice.
So we want to welcome Twist Flavor in the building.
Yes.
MC, This is the takeover. So Twist, since we've been talking about this level and coming up and whatever, let the people know who you are, and we can start telling them how you started.
Okay. All right. Twist Flavor is an MC. Like, actually, even though I've been around for a long time, I haven't been doing this MC thing.
What's a long time?
A long time. Like, since maybe 21.
Okay.
I'm 42 now.
You mean diddle and dabbling in music?
Yeah, no, I've been in music. I've been around. So, like, I had my own internet show back in the day, 191 Live. I've been in bands. I have my own band. I've traveled the world, done the church thing. I mean, I've done a lot, and here I am today, Twist Flavor. And my music is taken from all those things that I love, from all the six senses that I use. Everything is included, So that's kind of, I got lots of different flavors, so don't expect, the only thing you can expect is the unexpected from Twist Flavor.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
and
because I'm not afraid to, and I'm not afraid to be corny. I'm not afraid to be cool. I'm not afraid to
So
be
basically,
me.
you're being yourself at all times.
I'm being myself at all times.
And a lot of people don't understand that that's all you gotta do. It's like the image balls big. I'm being me every day. So people take my image and be like, oh, he's this, he's that. Listen, it's a regular guy doing what I've been doing before I even got on Instagram, Facebook, doing music. The regular things that I be doing every day, they think it's like big. Like, this is a regular life.
Yeah. So,
I think being different, I mean, it's your regular self, but being different and everything, it actually makes you stand out.
Well, I mean,
because I see you coming in with these glasses.
Yeah, I mean, I love comics. I love movies. I love, religion, politics. I love music, all different types of music. I got so many different influences. I was trying to do my bio, and I was going to put down some influences. And I was like, man, I can't skip over that. I can't skip over this because this is me.
It's really hard.
So, I mean, all that stuff is really in my heart.
Still doing my bio,
Yes.
believe it or not.
Yes.
I'm still doing my bio as many times.
So as long as you've been
I
doing
can
this,
never get it right.
have you ever got to the point where you
Still work. It's always something else to add.
I mean, I write songs, I manage people. Yeah, I've had some great artists just didn't listen.
Hey,
Yeah,
we already know.
So
That's the worst part right
So,
there. We
and
work
look-
with good artists and then they don't listen to you.
yeah, and
But they come in. Oh, I'm
Oh,
gonna
you got a
listen.
message.
I'm gonna sleep on the
You
couch.
gotta
You
know.
know, think Megan.
You got
I'm
a
the
message.
so
best.
what's the message?
What's up, motherfucker?
What's up? Can we curse?
Yes, you
Okay, what's up, motherfucker? It's motherfucking Twist Flavor in the motherfucking building.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I'm getting comfortable.
Yeah, that was like the first time I seen you.
Couch.
Yeah.
We got a
Way
couple
back.
couch out
You
there.
were
We
here.
go out there.
It's all good. Right?
We in here, but when we spread out a little more, we'd be out there. And you seen it as you come through. It's all tore up out there right now. But
No,
we're gonna put it together for Thursday. We're gonna put it together for Thursday.
Oh yeah, this Thursday is gonna be dope.
Okay.
Fire gonna come. We're gonna be out there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But turn that shit
So
live.
with this new music that you got coming out, you know what I mean? Like how different are you coming? Because I want to know, because I just came out and I came real different with some music. It's called Frequency. Real dope.
Frequency?
Like, yeah, like
Okay.
you know what I'm
Don't I
saying?
have it?
I don't know.
I will look for it.
What do you think? Like, how are you? What is your direction?
I don't know. I'm so crazy with it. Like, you know, I got this song called Illa Squad. And that's basically, y'all know how we have the 144,000 chosen few, and I'm a part of that group that Judah Priest put together. You know, the family. You know, salute the family. I'm the yin and the yang. If you know the yin and the yang, I always think of the chosen few as like the white part. But then you know how you got the dark part underneath.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 144K Illa Squad. K Illa, you know, killer. For real. K Illa, but not only Illa is kind of like I, and Allah, God.
Yeah.
So you know, you know, it's the illest MCs. You know, so if you feel like you ill and you're an MC killer, you're part of the killer squad. You know what I mean? The 144K Illa. So that's the first single. That's the first single that's coming out. You know, in the first quarter, so it's coming out soon. You know, an album soon thereafter. You know, working on that, but you know, I just almost finished a joint called Get Twisted. You know, so and that's on some old storytelling, like just you know, having a good time, and then it just takes a twist. You know what this, and also there's a lot of comedy in my there's a lot of comedy, there's a lot of everything. There's something to learn in my music. There's something, you know, I might make you feel a certain way. You might not want to feel it, but you might like understand like where somebody else might be coming in that situation.
Did you bring something we can listen to?
Huh? I'm sorry?
Yes,
You have music on
Yeah,
does Spotify?
The pre-send it over?
No.
Oh, okay.
You got send me nothing.
He didn't send me nothing. Okay.
What music that Priest?
Not Priest.
I like the scream.
You got the 144 album. I'm on a song called Enter the Matrix. It's like a 9-minute joint. Before
y'all, that's straight cipher. Like,
did you hear that joint?
Yeah. Just going in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember those times. Like,
yeah.
So, like, how?
The last album, the last one?
Yeah. Strength in Numbers.
Wait a minute, hold on. What's it called?
Strength in Numbers. 144,000 chosen few album.
No, I'm looking on the last one.
Oh no, that's Judah's doing.
Yeah, so how did you come across being, you know, getting clicked up with the group and everything like that? How was that? You know?
That's a long story. Yeah. Well, I met Judah through Supreme. Y'all know Supreme the Resurrector. Shout out to my boy Supreme the Resurrector, the concoction, and all that stuff. And he had a show with Judah and was like, "Yo, come out, see my man. This is Judah Priest, Wu-Tang." So all right, so I went to go check him out a couple times, and I went to a couple shows, and then Preem was in the 144, so in the earlier version. So you know, and I've always been out to shows, and I was showing support. Started going to the video shoots and everything, hanging with Judah, and Judah told me that he was going to expand the 144,000 chosen few, and he asked would I like to be a part of it. Wow. So I was like, sure. I'm like, hell yeah.
And
he said, I know you don't mind, so what do you want to do? I was like, nothing. I was like, I just want to drink and have fun on stage. I said, I'll be the hype man. I said, all right, word. So That's what I was. I was the hype man. And if y'all know the hype man had the car bar. So also, like, I was, was FLAVA pouring up the drinks and everything, helping everybody get a little sauced up and feel a little, a little nicer.
Right, you the roadie.
I also bring the party,
Yeah.
When I'm ready to bring the party, because I want to have fun. Life is good. Life is good.
You rather smile than be mad all the time.
I enjoy my life, and like, even though I'm like a non-violent person, I still write some violent stuff,
right?
Because it's entertainment, it's fun, and it's a part of my art, and. But on the flip side of that, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I want these guys to stop shooting and stuff like that. Right. Killing each other. That ain't right. We got guys checking out at 15. I just heard somebody was 26 and got smoked or whatever. But my grandmother is 92 years old. That's our life expectancy. But these kids are checking out early and they don't know that. They're not getting a chance to advance, to get to that next stage of life to see what life's really about,
They still kids.
Yeah.
They don't know nobody with nobody around to teach them. So
yeah.
They're invincible.
Exactly.
And it's a lot, and it's a shame to like the next kid is like, he doesn't even expect to live to 25 years old. Like, to hear a kid say something like that.
25, 15.
25, I probably won't even be here.
You might not be able to be 18.
Like oh my God. Like,
never say never.
Yeah, but I mean,
look at Betty White.
At one point in our times in our lives,
it's a shame that they think like
we was able to, be outside and play and everything be okay, but nowadays things is tightening up and, it's coming for that new world order that's about to happen. So, people just gotta get prepared, man. You know what I mean? Wake up. Start doing a lot of different things you never done before, man. But yeah, man. So with that being said, man, so are you bringing some type of, what type of knowledge are you bringing into the music?
Oh man, just life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm a teacher. I'm a father.
Right.
So, and I love kids. I love the youth. I love, my own with the age, I love the age above mine, I love the grandparents, I love everybody, so I'm just spreading love, you know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with that, man. If everybody could do that, then we all would be okay,
right? Right, having fun and just saying loosen up, loosen up. That's it.
Everybody want to be a gangster killer.
You said that you're one of the most genuine person that you know.
Who said that?
Jesus.
Oh man, thank you, my brother.
He's
yes.
Twitch flavor sound like me talking. He spent, what did he say? He spends way too much time around you. He said nigga done stole his voice and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna play this joint right here. You got Strength in Numbers of the 144,000 chosen. Shoot out.
Salute to the gods.
Exit the Matrix.
Oh, what happened now? Hit it.
Oh. Got the Exit the Matrix.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, on that album.
I got it. Exit the Matrix.
The mic bruiser, destroyer of the mic booth. The tooth fairy, snatching out niggas too. Old school, not looking for that fat youth. The truth, cracking skulls like on Babe Ruth. Born in heat, grabbed it all from the closest root. Gum and fruit, heading home on the local view. Bars for days that you can't dispute. Before I shoot, Hand over all the loot. You know you something got you jumping without a parachute. You start playing, I'm not looking for no substitute. Hold on now, you still rocking that old group. They getting the hell out of Dodge and you should follow suit. My strong attributes are reason I know how to execute. Sounds of the mute, these niggas are destitute. Shaking and stirring, I'm talking about my absolute. The criminally insane, they end up in an institute.
Sweet dreams are split screens, who notice? High explosive, blank face of a black lotus. Tornadoes, slang fatals, that turntables. Turntables will sling you like Jane April. Seat shelter, heart melter, assassination. Lady ninjas will kill you while you ejaculating. I'm back waiting, no taxation, annihilation. This Manny Payton's devastation, a starving nation. Who's hungry? I sound phonies, my muscles large. Demigod, I'm hard even without my squad. I camouflage, hot in the bushes, in disguise. Remix of live, stay stalking Nicki Minaj. Now visualize these weapons fly, contest to God. Don't even try to Decepticon at the free throw line. I intertwine, combine lines, ain't hard to find. Don't read the signs, I mosh pit at the penny card.
Exit the realm, no simulation. We move to rock the nation. I hope with those in affiliation. I hope it's duly noted and still in it quoted. I'm devoted. The cipher what's been coded. Work ethic, I was voted. Being the one like Neo, spit on this thing without the deal and show the people from the third dimension what is real. While the oracle tells of the miracle that blesses me to leave visions, phantasmagorical, self-heal like immortals do and attack back, then backtrack and talk for a biofeedback. Move forward, become an abstract with a rude awakening. Before your deep sleep, now you open eyes to a new beginning. My style sickening, lost your mental imprisonment, best to dismantle the ancient government that blinded you from the past teachers, stripping you from your innocence. Now you blur from where your vision went.
Take my shine, watch me grind on, sign me up, watch me climb on tracks front to back, just like my brother Time on, dope raps in fact, I can blow your mind on, line for line, can't nobody mess with me, your style is ugly, like a cat with leprosy, ain't no touch to me, it's smarter than the average bear, I'm an OG, I learned really not to care, cause I've been there and done that. Before you get the thought, I already run that. Supreme boss, and disrespect is fatal. Eat your ass up like the grub on the table. I'm stable and able, secure with my ability. Third time's a charm. Ain't no harm in trilogies. Rap is still in me since I was a little guy. I'm all grown up, handsome and a little fly.
Right now, we're exiting the matrix. 144 gives us right to say this. We don't think that you're ready. 144 always rockin' steady. Right now, we're exiting the matrix. 144 gives us right to say this. We don't think that you're ready. 144 always rockin' steady.
Hey, with King from Queens, get with a dope team. Now people want to know, what the hell does that mean? It means it got hectic, I connected with a click of killer microphone monsters. Heard the word from my sponsors, the responses. Hey, like conscious came together, spontaneously combusted this one to kill a nonsense. Collectively created a highly rated diggable dialogue. Unsurpassed blast, classic catalog. Do battle with diamondbacks, facts. Snap the rattle off, get it up and on your high horse, I knock you in the saddle off. Killing the noise, filling the void. Space invaders, fam fabulous. Ride up on you like some escalators. Best to wait about 35, 45 minutes before you go in the booth. Time to shit it in it. God damn. And left that 144 logo printed.
Tell the world to eat a dick, die with a full coat with a butt stock. Yeah, I'll make you wish you was a bullet. Welcome to Satan's goal, your face and the face is bullet. The wrong string to be bullied my way up to the top. Cutting the line just to get the heavenly gate and cut Jesus in line. Albert Hitchcock and his ink blot, you seem not to oblige. So I thought we ought to take a little walk through the pines. Welcome to the side of my swamp. Ain't it beautiful? Enjoy the journey while I'm aiming to see my party's skull up on my slugs. Suckers, like we ain't standing here. Right in front of you, buster, you a bugaboo. Better jump yards back when my dog snatch your legs right from under you. One hand hungry, Neo, emancipation. Now dare an agent to come and fuck with you.
Hit the track like an enemy, come through assassinate. Wanna exit the matrix, call me Higgly. Throwing shun, no shade, told him say my name. Yes, I'll go as I blaze on the highway. Samurai, assassinate, kill quick, no trace. Steady move, shift the gears. They told me that I'm a winner, so it's my year. I gave you time to shine, but it ends here. First lady for a reason. Lyrics overflow nice like treason. Little sugar, whole lot of spice. No ghost rider, bars on sight. Flames stay hot, my cool stay ice. And when I hit the down, the weight get tight. Leveling up.
I can't wait for that. Double up.
Right now, we're exiting the matrix. 144 gives us right to say this. We don't think that you're ready. 144 always rocking steady. Right now, we're exiting the matrix. 144 gives us right to say this. We don't think that you're ready. 144 always rocking steady.
I am the one when pushing, not being
Yeah,
asked.
it is.
Jawbreaker, this hate niggas coming up fast. You just better be ready. Hell of a task. I just seen the same pussy twist. I'm about to blast. Deja vu, if you seen it, you understand it. Leave niggas Pepe Le Pew buildings abandoned. Real talk, you see who, I have the vantage. If you manage to still be breathing, your brain damaged. No red pill, no blue pill, was born unplugged. I was made to be gangster, you just a thug. I was raised in fist fights, you was raised on hugs. We survived our nightmares, we ain't had those drugs. We ain't had those therapists with the fluffy couches. You know, we had them cell phones to war cops around us. How could you ever be as real as us? We're always grounded. I'm Mr. Anderson, a legacy, no way around it.
Beast mode can keep the peace, so I'm gonna be doing whatever I please, like he's a freak show. You need to tweak though, just don't check the peephole. When I'm looking around, I'll be bringing the heat everywhere we go. When I get to going too fast, they be looking too lost. They don't like that I'm growing too fast for becoming a boss. Like I treat them like sweat in my day, wash them off of my balls. I don't like to entertain haters or take any loss. Now, nigga, let me get back to the basics. Entangle with my queen, then I exit the matrix. Making life decisions like blue pill or red pill. Just like when the police see us, like get shot or stand still. Sick of these conditions, I have to mention. Making it my mission. Never take us the weapon to make them listen. That's ammunition. No releasing attention, just certain actions that it ain't no fixing. Now, whatever the penalty really ain't thinking nobody who get permission. Now, get out the kitchen before the wrath of the weapon spark. Never got the attention, just like a wheel in the jada talk. Whenever you think it's a regular night and decided to walk in the neighborhood, and all of the time surrounded by lights, we're all for the greater good.
Untouchable, the brainless, that's the life. Feminines are all stainless. The tongue is a mighty sword, massacring MCs and run deep between thighs or trinities or tickle bitties. That's a delivery, cause my sins are deadly. The black man is God, 7 in the circle start. And I can make a nation of devils rock. I'm hot, I wear crusades, and I shine in the dark. In the shade, I'm mysterious, not shady. Enigma, Eminem, rap God, 4 ideas, Urkel step in. And my chosen few family matters, not just for show, but like 14K, we solid, go. 4K is a vision, clear and crystal. On 44, got food, knowledge, wisdom for your mental, the mission. So cut the chit chatter, or you slice it, dice, or I'll spot a house, spot it, you bastards.
So you have to, you can't just listen to my stuff like one time. You gotta like rewind it back and say, oh wait, what did he say? This
we always do that. So we get lyrics. You know, you only most of the time you pick up that one bar, and then you hear something else better. Mm-hmm. Then you hear something. You got to keep going back. Oh yeah, so you get them all.
Yeah, but that was the first one that I was on. Thank you, Judah, for getting me on the album. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Did I take that on?
Judah and Kurt.
I know, how did it feel knowing that all these artists
did a lot
ahead of you? You had to get expectations at that point.
Well, I mean, I already knew I was in with the Sharks. Yeah. Like everybody was vicious. Right. I mean, this is my squad. Like I know, I see what they do. I heard the tracks.
How did they treat you?
They gave you that opportunity.
It was hard. It was hard for me getting in there. The first song that I actually am on is not out yet. It's a track with Judah Priest, Smooth Mass Beats for DJ Flipside. We did a track, but Judah was like, yo, I just need you on this track. I just need your energy. I want you to just say some gibberish or just go crazy.
Like my
just
story.
play, blah, blah, blah. That beat was like,
And you couldn't hold back.
So I was like, and my hand just started moving. I'm like,
That's basically how I started the same way.
So, I mean, and I don't know what it was, but I avoided rapping for a very long time. Like when I first started off doing music, as like a teenager, and like I wanted to be a DJ because music was just hot. I just wanted to be a DJ. I mean, look,
I wanted to be
Ram Squad was tearing up the shit. Ram Squad, Wu-Tang. Like, I remember when they were neck and neck. Like,
I was out there with Jazzy Jab, Sex Machine, DJ Rag. That's
shout out
the last
to
I
Rag.
came with.
You know what I mean? 6ix9ine, yeah. But yeah, so I started off wanting to be a DJ, and then my dad played guitar. So I used to play drums. I played instruments in school. I wanted to play the guitar when I was like 14 or something. I picked it up. I was playing with my friend, and I was using my thumb to reach the top string. Was that the 6th string or something? But
like the G string.
Yeah.
Nah, for real,
Yeah.
G string.
Yeah.
It's the A, B, C, D, G. G is the top one. It's the G string. I'm serious.
You don't know a lot about that, I guess, right?
No, it's the E string.
My son is a violinist, so he.
Well,
You said the
but
E
it's
string,
different.
you said the G string.
All right, it's one of those.
Which one is it?
All right, my brain's going all over the place right now. But so I was playing with a friend, and he was like, "Yo, you're not supposed to play with your thumb." I was like, I guess my hands aren't big enough, so I guess I gotta put it down and wait for my dad to teach me. So lo and behold, I found out years later, Hendrix used to play with his thumb. So who's this
guy?
14, my friend,
Messed you
so
up.
so stop me, I stopped. So my dad,
It's hard, the influences, you know what I mean?
my dad always played, and I said, "Dad, show me how to play." He's like, "Oh, I'm busy, playing jazz and had some rock influences and stuff like that." But then he had, right before my son was born, my dad had multiple strokes in the heart. So I was like, damn. I'm like, yo, he's not gonna be able to teach me how to do this now. They messed up. So what did I do? I went right for his guitars.
Yeah.
And what did I do?
Learned how to play.
Learned how to play. I picked up a book
Right.
and
And
learned
that's what
how
a
to
lot
play
of people
tabs.
don't do. They don't.
And
They don't
but
take initiative to learn.
a
They
lot
wanna-
of times we don't think that we can do that, But it took from just that my dad, not being able to teach me, for me to take that initiative to say, hey, look, I want to do this. I'm gonna learn myself.
Right, you're forced to do it.
So yes, from there, I started writing some songs, letting some people hear them. Had a couple of drummers. My sister was my first drummer. Then Joe C. And did a lot of open mics. Then I became a singer for this group called the Violent Whispers. Yeah, so I was a heavy metal singer for a little bit. But then until I got kicked out of there.
You bust your guitar on
You say you got to the church.
They were like,
You probably was too
they
wild.
didn't believe in Twist back then. So you know how it is.
So Twist, tell me about the church part. What was you in the music part, or transformed, or were you preaching?
All right, yeah, we'll swing back around.
All right, got you.
In 1 minute. So after the Violent Whispers, then I left and I joined this band called Primal Incident. We had, that was a crazy band. Then after that, I went to this other band called the Infernal Opera. Sure.
Okay.
What that opera might sound like.
Are they metal?
Heavy metal.
Yeah. So we got some tracks. We did some albums. a lot of fun being in those.
So you really learned how to play.
Yeah, I was a bass player for them. But then let's see what else. So swinging back to the church thing, I think with my I was never. Well, I was brought up going to Sunday school and stuff around the corner from my house. Shout out to Miss Storm, and, her whole family and stuff like that. But I never liked going when I was a kid. So
None of us did. I did.
Not something I wanted to do.
I didn't want to go. I wanted to watch football and go play basketball.
No, we had a church next door.
We had church. We grew up in it.
So for a lot of years, I didn't go or do anything. But then when I was older, my ex-wife, her mother-in-law, or my mother-in-law said, "You want to come with me and check out this church? I think you might like it." I was like, nah. You sure?
You trying to avoid it.
All right. I was like, okay, I'll go. I'll go. I'll go.
It was rock.
And it was a metaphysical church.
Okay.
So that means beyond the physical, beyond the physical, which is it's a Christian-based church, but our creed is we respect the truths of all religions in order to expand awareness throughout the world, preparing all life for the benefit of all mankind.
Right.
So I grew up in that church. And I was there every weekend. Me and my son. I was helping to teach Sunday school with Reverend Nancy Althouse. She passed, R.I.P. That was mom to me. I was up there staying at her house every weekend. And then, by the way, my church is in Allentown, so I was living down here. So I would travel up there, and I would stay up there the whole weekend. At her house, doing church stuff. Let's see. Then I became an ordained minister, so I am a minister. A lot of people don't know that, but I am.
Y'all hear that? Now we doing weddings. Like if you want to get married, you get married right here.
Listen, he can marry you and bury you at the same day.
That's right. Wow. So I mean, this is
a new thing now. We're doing weddings and stuff, right? Okay.
Look, but yeah, but right now,
hip hop weddings.
Yeah, hip hop weddings.
Hip hop weddings. Let's go.
But right now, so I did the church for a lot of years straight. Then I cut back, and due to the virus and everything, my church is disbanded because they had a lot of old members and not a lot of young members to keep it going. But shout out to Reverend Isabel and Pastor Maul and everybody who I love at St. John. Just another one of my families that I have out there. 191 show. Shout out to Athena. We were doing the internet thing way before. It was at 2007 or no 2008.
Wow.
I think we started doing it, and I was interviewing bands. My name on the show was MCDS. Master Ceremonies, Eric Scott. That ran for a long time, but I left the show because I wanted to have the show roll out a little bit better. I wanted to be a little bit more professional. I wanted to tape everything, edit it, and then do some kind of live thing. But they wanted to keep it live and just straight off the handle and just kind of,
But sometimes,
we
be like that.
They like it now, like with these podcasts and everything, they like how we are raw, you know, just giving it to them straight up live.
It's not made up. No,
It's become so much more popular, you know what I mean? So like mostly everybody that's talking about anything or anything has a podcast.
The pressure comes.
Podcast or not.
The pressure comes from having to orchestrate. You know, putting everything down and organizing and making sure, like, oh, I gotta do that, see that, or I gotta ask this question. You know what I mean? It takes the pressure off when you just come in and just be like, you know what? Let's just have a conversation. This is the comfort of the back to the thing.
But it's not like that for me. I orchestrate everything. I got notes galore, everything written down, everything that I'm going to do. It's always a list, and it's always. I always have like a format, you know. I mean, whether I go by it or not, I got it here on this tablet, everything. You know what I mean? I got stuff so in case things don't go right, I can go somewhere else with it. You know what I mean? You just so you're always going to be like planning things, always.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the that part of it that I wanted to take. It was more so like we had bands performing. We had a lot of moments that were kind of passed over,
not being utilized,
and should have been highlighted.
Right.
You know, and also, you know, like back then, like we weren't getting many views. You know, putting all this time and work and stuff, and you know, taking time to do these videos and stuff. It might only come out with like 2 or 3 views, like so it's like
the iPhone 4 era.
I look back and some of my podcasts.
You be like surprised. Some of these people make these videos and they happy to get 80, 90 people.
Yeah.
I seen a guy, he's like, man, I got 80 people, 7 days. I looked and said, oh, okay. They want to hurt his feelings, man. Like
the beginning stages, you know what I mean?
Put some money behind your video, maybe you get some more. You know what I mean? It don't cost much to promote yourself.
It's not even about, you know.
You gotta promote yourself out here, though.
You gotta push it. You gotta push that.
That's promoting.
That video, it's just like you dropping out supplies from an airplane. You got to drop that video.
But I get.
But it gotta be supplies.
I get what you were saying, though.
It'll still be out there. Y'all need it.
That was the beginning stage of the era when you didn't have that many views. So it was like you was putting more forth, you know, footwork and everything like that to make it happen, and it
make you understand
because it was just getting started. You know what I mean? So you know, you feel like, you know, you can sit back and say, hey, we was like the pioneers of it. You know what I mean? The beginning stages of it. You know what I mean? For that really set the tone for everybody to have all these lights, to be aware of all this, because we was doing all the phenomenal shit in the beginning. You know, that's why, you know, where do you get rough from? You know what I mean? You get it from down there. You get it from down here, you don't get it. It just don't just come to you. You get it from down here. You know what I mean? You gotta, you know, well however it do. But you get it from somewhere. And you gotta get it from somewhere, and then you give it life, and then you give it what it is, you know what I mean? So it had to come from somewhere. So, you know, people need to understand that it came from somewhere. It came from the people that did it in the beginning.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, a lot of your content and stuff, you have to make people aware of it.
Yeah, true that nature, but
expect people to say, because I know papers, let me go see what you got.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We were just talking about the difference of what year it was in the beginning versus now. You know, it's more easier now.
You know what I mean?
We had some great shows.
Every place you can be is where you drop it off at.
And what type of like great shows? What did they miss out on? Could you give some like?
I mean, we had a lot of great artists, but you know, it was also the artists who weren't promoting, you know, because you got these great bands coming in and they're just like, you know, they just gonna play and that's it. You know, no online. You know,
no online interaction
and stuff like that.
So you know, therefore, nobody really knows who you are when you're not doing that. Like, we have a whole access to the world, and nobody wants to use it.
but they'll use it for dumb stuff that we're not into. Like if you're not doing, say I'm in a something stupid at, and I'm filming that, and I put it online. I don't have nothing, but I'm in the music, and I have a whole album out. I want to put that on versus what my music is about. Like people don't put out what they're doing, but they put out something negative or something that they're not doing.
And then get a whole bunch of
right. Money traffic. But that's what the promotion is, and putting money behind yourself. That's what that's where that comes in at. Like if you can't do it, if you can't do it this way, then you got to do it the way that everybody else is doing it. The big companies even put millions of dollars out to market their artists so they can make more back. Like the more money you got, the more money you're gonna get back by putting it out there.
And since the pandemic is online, I don't care what you do online. Do something. Do something because everybody's online and everybody's looking and they looking for something. They
all day.
The next new thing, the next big thing, they're just looking for something to just happen.
Anything
It
that
could be us. It could be you. Who
anything.
knows?
Yeah.
You gotta do something.
Tell me what you got coming up next to us.
What's next on the agenda? Music. I mean, my path has led me to hip hop. And putting out my actual project. Stuff from me. You guys are going to get me finally.
I want to.
Everybody's been asking. Over the years, like I have so much music that's still hasn't been released. That's other stuff. But now that I'm a MC, I can complete, a lot of those old things and make it hip hop, make it hybrid, whatever.
Can you tell me something for those that don't know out there? Can you tell them what that means? Like what? MC? Now you say that you represent like now that I'm an MC. Like, how did you come about being an MC?
I've been a writer for a long time. Love writing comics, different stories. I've been an artist, so I paint, I draw, I do video photography. I had my own clothing line back in 2003. So taking words and creating is everything, creating that whole scene, creating that movie with just this, just the tongue, just your voice, creating that movie, painting that picture. My first rhyme was maximum sentence, militant man, locked into this rap shit, because I'm in demand. There's no escape. Zombie life be a state. Until the words and melody fall in your ear, just wait. Twisted is your fate. Bring the real, no fake. The essence of my scripture, shake your soul away. So let my words sink in like urine, it depends, flip side, rewind it all over again. So that was the first, when I was telling y'all that story about Judah, it's like, yeah, just say some rah-rah. And I was like, nah, So I'm real creative, and that's where I'm focusing all my creativity. I used to manage people, and of course, we had this conversation.
I already know.
You say, oh yeah, we'll listen to you, we'll do whatever. And it's like, go do this. Nah, man, come on, you tripping.
Why I gotta do that? Then they ask you why I gotta do that. I'm the manager. You asked me to manage you. I'm managing, and you're asking me why we gotta do this.
So I look at that as
because I gotta manage you, and you got a goal to me.
I look at it
for
as
your
real disrespect.
Yes.
As being my fault, because these blessings were coming to me. So I should have been the one to lead by example and do it rather than try and give it away. The last person that I tried managing was my son. He had a group called 2 on You. They came to me They were having a talent show, you know, just out the blue. Him and his boy Khalid, and they were like, "Yo, I want you to hear what we're doing for the talent show." So he let me hear, and I was like, oh, "Y'all wrote that?" I'm like, "Oh man, okay." I was like, "Y'all want me to help you get ready for this talent show?" He said, "Yeah. All right, come on." So I had them working the song, working it. We went to the talent show. Everybody's sitting around waiting for the talent show to start. You know, nobody wants to go first. The guys that I had were like, "Oh, we'll go first.
Right.
We're ready."
Like we ready.
They went on, they tore it up. Yeah. They set the bar so high, everything after that was like this. They set the bar so high.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because they put work in.
So from there, I called up Supreme. Because I rocked with Supreme. I'll tell y'all the Supreme story. So I know Supreme. I've interviewed Supreme. I've seen Supreme live when I had one of my other artists. Mm-hmm. That's how I first met him. And I know Supreme rock shows. And I know he can rock with band. I know he did the Regulators. I know he was, you know, what's the Urban Expressions. Mm-hmm. You know, I know Supreme knows what he's doing. I'm like, let me get a little bit of help to get y'all going. So I called up Supreme. And he was like, I don't know. I was like, well, meet with me. You know, he said, all right. So I warmed up the kids. I told them, I was like, look, say this when he gets up to the show, you know. Mm-hmm. So they went up and hit him with like one of those rhymes, you know, like the old school, like you know, yeah. And he loved it, and he loved what they were doing. So he decided to mentor him. So he used to come all the way up from West Philly to my house in Abington, and work with him, and got them shows and stuff like that. Wow. And so these guys were doing shows, you know, they had people battling outside just to get on the show. These guys walked right in, you know, yeah. But didn't have the bite, you know, they didn't have that want to, you know. I told them to go rap in front of 50 people. I said, if you rap in front of 50 people, you'll be all right. Rap in front of 100 people, you'll be great. You know how many people they rap in front of? Like 2. Y'all hit them numbers yet? Wow. Like, you know, so it's that's not even there. You know, as a manager, you know, I'm telling them, like, go do this, you know.
But they won't do it. But they did the school thing.
Yeah,
How many people was there?
Well, a lot of people were there, you know, but they didn't. See, when you guys are in school, if anybody who's in high school or whatever, you got an audience right there. If you do music, you got your audience right there.
You really do.
You got people, you know, who are looking up to you for the grades below. You make enough noise, like the older kids are watching. Like, come on,
you got it right
there.
Your fans right there.
Right. Instagram, all that stuff, they got it right there. The market is right there.
Learning how to keep them.
Yeah.
You got to come up with more material.
You know, so they didn't want
to.
They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to be, you know, business savvy, get their BMI and all that stuff together. Wow. You know, I told Khalid, get your ass cap. I was like, look, take the money, you know, as soon as you get some money, put it towards the ass cap.
He could have got BMI, it's free.
You know what he did? Went out and bought a sweatshirt.
No.
Sweatshirt.
The hell with that BMI.
A shiny green sweatshirt. Like, what y'all doing? I'm like, y'all stressing, you know where to go. Like, come on.
So that was the end of the
They
man.
don't understand that.
Get your business straight.
They don't care because they know that people are going to hear them just by going there,
but I mean,
you know, their intellectual property on YouTube. Just listen to it from boom.
But I mean, they were kids. You know?
Yeah.
Kids, they might appreciate it or might want to do it later, but that's fine. And, whatever they want to do, that's fine. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Twist is leading by example. I'm going to take you guys for a ride.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because I
It's
got
just a
children
missed
that
opportunity when you run across somebody that's really, really good. You know what I mean? The opportunity. They missed the opportunity.
And it's okay. And I told him, I explained it to him how it can go. I said, it can go this way or it can go this way.
But you got to put your best effort in.
They were mature enough.
How long ago was
I
this?
still love them. Those are my young boys.
It's not over for them.
Oh man, how this
It's not over.
Let's get it together.
This was
Once
It's not over.
I think this was before I joined the 144. So my son is 21 now. So he was 17. So maybe 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
Too
now
many
I'm
want to
here.
be a trend and don't fully grasp what it means to rise into a brand. Exactly, Fire Nation.
Thank you, Fire,
Thank you, Fire.
Thank you,
for
Fire.
taking people
That's right.
through the ring of fire.
That's right. They don't want to. They don't understand what it means to be a brand.
And they say they want it, but they don't.
They don't.
They don't
They
put the
don't.
work in.
No, they just want somebody to hear them and say, "Oh, that was fire," and that's enough for them.
Yeah, or they just want the
They satisfied
they want
with
the
that.
title. Oh yeah, I'm a rapper. Like, but what have you done? Like,
No.
Who are you?
like standing next to Supreme. Supreme's been doing my boy Justice. Shout out to Justice.
Yeah. I'm a rapper, an unpaid rapper. Is the
I'm a
worst
unpaid
person
rapper.
to do that.
It's the
I'm
worst
a-
thing to be. You
Shout
know
out
what
to
I mean?
Justice.
I'm an
You
unpaid
gotta learn how
rapper.
to something. If you can't get nobody to pay you to rap, then you got to pay yourself.
Exactly.
You got to pay yourself.
But that's business. You gotta
And it's
realize.
ways. If you want to learn ways, artist development 101. Come see me.
All right. That's right.
I'm not giving up the gems unless you come see me. You can get them for free too, but you gotta come see me.
That's right.
Make them pay for it because
Oh
they really
yeah,
want it.
eventually,
They'll
because they're
pay
gonna
and,
want to
you
pay.
know,
They're gonna want to pay.
'cause that
It's a lot of stuff that they can get for free that they haven't even stepped up. You know what I mean? Gotta put a foot on the line in order to get somewhere.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, but other than that, everything is beautiful. So let me tell y'all my Supreme story. So I met Supreme a long time ago.
Bring you on here.
Supreme.
Better be on
Party
there,
Supreme. Yeah, he was I had this artist called The One. He was dope. Listen, Greg Sullivan. You can look him up now, Greg Sullivan. But see, a lot of people I don't all my over. I don't really mess with besides Justice. But yeah, I saw Preem and his band rocking that Doc Watson in the city, and he did a Public Enemy cover, and I was like, yeah, because I love Public Enemy. And then from there, he ended up doing my internet show. The guitar player that he had for him, I had met because I went to Warped Tour or something. I like going to concerts and stuff like that. I go to a lot of heavy metal concerts. It's funny. I haven't been to too many rap concerts. All local stuff.
Right.
I love our scene. I love what we got locally. I'm good. I don't need to see whoever, the local artists are dope. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But I go to a lot of heavy metal shows, a lot of punk shows and stuff like that because I love the action and the atmosphere. It's fun. So I was trying to get in the Warped Tour. I had no tickets. Took the day off. I'm I'm getting in.
Yeah,
Going down there. I'm getting in. Get down here to Camden, you know, looking for the scalpers. Like, go scalpers out. Damn, it's hot as shit. You know, it's the middle of summer, walking back and forth. I couldn't find nobody. Did it for like 2 or 3 hours. It's like, yo, I'm gonna go to my car. I'm gonna take a little nap. What'd you say?
I can't believe there was no scalpers.
Yeah, it was no scalpers. I mean, this thing was sold out. Packed. Hear the bands going, everybody's having fun inside. I'm on the outside, just crying. Go to my car to take a nap, and I said I'm gonna try a little bit more. So I go out and got my little Nokia phone or whatever, and I'm walking along, about to call my mom, told them I'm okay, you know. And these people walk up to me, they said, "Can we use your phone?" I'm like, why? They're like, because we know somebody inside who's gonna get us in. I said, "Can they get me in?" They said, "Yeah." So they called her. So it ended up being Supreme's guitar player. She was with another band at the time, so she was the one who got me in. So
real?
yeah, so I met her at the show. She was in this band called Shearer Girl.
How the hell they gotta connect to get in, but they don't even have a damn phone?
Yeah, well, hey, look.
Shit happens.
Well, that was
Right.
before. Look, this was before.
Nokia.
And then Nokia days when you paid on minutes.
I
have one.
We was more connected than we are now. Back then, like new connection stuff.
Yeah, so we got in. I got in. I watched the band, bought a CD and everything. Thank you so much. And then like fast forward, like I'm doing my internet show and I'm interviewing this band called The Resurrect. I'm like, oh, I know Supreme. I know you. Hey, I know you too. You know, so I knew her from that. So they became good friends and everything. And we still stay in contact. Shout out to Marisa. Thank you. Yeah, but other than that, like I'm really in full gear. So y'all gonna see a lot of twists, completing a lot of these songs that I have, because I got a lot of stuff. And it's been frustrating over the years, you know, working with people or being in bands and saying, "Yo, we should do this. Yo, I got this. Listen to this. Let's do this." Nah. You know, now there's nobody to do that. Nobody to do that. Nah, you know, it's all twists.
That's what's up.
So, what would you say out of everything that you do? What is your strongest quality as far as your art?
Integrity.
Integrity.
Strongest part?
She said integrity. That's got to be it, because you can't even answer the question.
Gotta be it.
That stands for a lot. You know what I mean? It's gonna cover all bases. So
I think my genius. Like people don't realize, but this is a motherfucking genius.
You're a genius. Okay, I'll take that.
You look at him. Hold up, bud. Like this. Yeah, okay. Man, he's a fucking comedian. Yeah. She said,
very nice. And listen,
yeah, he's a comedian.
But that's what they do.
When they geniuses, they don't understand it. They don't understand Einstein.
I love watching Kanye. Kanye, he's like,
oh yeah.
I love watching Kanye.
Yeah,
because I'm like, yeah.
Don't you get a high off one and two.
Who else is
I ain't saying I'm a genius, but I can kind of see a little bit further of what's going on. I think, with Kanye. He's a genius in there.
All right.
You know what I mean? There's just a lot of shit in this world that's blocking, the shit that he needs to get out. He's light years away from us.
Well, all right, so check this out. I put out a clothing line in 2003. It was a skateboard clothing line. Because I figured, I'm a black artist, there's not many black skateboarders. This is before, I guess Tony Hawk had already hit.
Uh-huh.
But what do you see like right now when you're riding, when you're going through town and stuff like that? Y'all see all the skateboarders everywhere.
Skateboarders everywhere.
See skateboarders everywhere. If I kept up that brand, where would it be right now? This is way before Wayne was doing truck.
Wow.
I stopped doing music and stuff for a while because I had an invention after my dad passed. I found one of those invention papers in this thing, and I looked at that as a sign, saying I should take. And I always have ideas, so I write them down.
That's me. I got
so I put
shit that I'm supposed to be.
I can't tell y'all what the invention is, but I put $20,000 into this invention. And didn't pan out because the company that I was with, I think, was on some kind of shady stuff. So I'm still waiting to release it. And what I invented or my idea is still not out there.
It's still not out.
It's still not out there. And I came up with this idea in like 97, like 98. Long time ago.
You're going to have to do it without a developer or whatever yourself and become a developer yourself, since you wasted this money with this company doing that.
Yeah, I'm looking, and like the thing about it is like, it was so big, like I just wanted it worked. That's all.
Right.
All
that's the way I had to. That's the way I was.
That's it. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted was a small royalty.
But then after you make this investment and stuff like that, like you did, you need everything.
Yeah.
And they need a royalty. You know what I mean? But the thing of it is you have to put your inventions in the hands of developers and stuff like that. And you don't know, you know what I mean? You hustle.
And so my whole reason for coming up with an invention was because, I just wanted to do music. Because I wanted to tour and stuff. So I was like, well, what's the fastest way?
See,
what's a way that everybody else is not going, what's the back door? Because if I do this, then I'll have, all the money I need, and I can just do what I want. So, that's what I'm telling y'all.
You might take a little bit more money, though.
Well, I mean,
it's building a safety net.
So, I mean, I got a couple of different things, in the works.
Yeah, it sounds big. You gotta keep up with it. Keep up with it. You'll pass you by, you'll pass right by it.
Well, we're still waiting to make music and make money in this music.
Yeah.
What I mean? Shout out to Laurie Edwards Jr. Watching us.
Hey.
Bartender, producer, is watching us. Well, shout out to everybody that watched us. It's about time for us to get out of here. We done went overtime.
Oh, so that's what we do. We have conversation, good conversation goes a long way.
That we came, so, I mean, we had any shout outs? I know you were shouting out to some of your people, but.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'd like to shout out, first of all, my team, 144,000 chosen few.
Man, I love
The
you,
144K Illa
Yes,
Squad.
We love you, man.
Judah Priest, Fire Nation,
Yeah.
Smooth Ass Beats, Father Time, SD the Weapon, Grand Centennial, Supreme the Resurrected, Marky Mills, Wordplay, Shamrock RC. Let's see what else we got.
Shout
What else? Kim B, love you. Who else? Lisa B, everybody. You know, I just want to give a shout out to Lights Out. Can't forget you, bro. Can't forget you. You've been doing it a while.
It's been a pleasure.
Also, Justice. I got the LEJ, Lord Emperor Justice. It's got a CD coming out. I got a track on his album, his new album coming out. I used to manage him, and he's been kind of, he's doing his own thing. But
when is your money? I mean, your money. When did you want to drop that money?
Yeah. What money?
Your music, you said.
And my music is coming out the first quarter. So it's coming out very, very, very soon. So you guys will all have access to it very, very soon. And the album is almost ready.
Is that going to be coming out under who name?
No, it's coming out under 144 Records, which is probably Sony Mag. Shout out to Rob Sports. Shout out to One Lot, Curtis, what up? Shout out to the whole production team, 144. Shout out to my family, my baby girl, my mom, my church family, all my fans, Cromwell, Incident, Infernal Opera, all my metal heads out there.
Yeah, I want to shout out the whole 144,000 chosen few. Judah Priest, I don't know, he took me in. He done took me in, he came, gave us a nice interview, and ever since that, we've been, family, been turning me on to the dopest artists, making the dopest network. Rob Schwartz, I've been knowing Rob Schwartz for over 10 years. I've been floating around, keep my mouth shut, but I'm always there. You know what I mean? And I love Robbie so much, you know what I mean? And I can say it now on a podcast that ain't nobody doing nothing better than him. It's the best distribution in this area, okay? And if you don't believe me, then you just try it, okay? Check them out. Make sure that you check out UMAG Distribution online.
Absolutely. So y'all was it.
That's it.
Jenny Schmanny on the Comfort Level Podcast with your boy Giga Man. Back with a banger, man. WCMD Media, we see it with Twist and the whole 144,000. Shout out to everybody. Thank you. One love.
We gonna do a draw.
Check out the style and get critical, no incidentals. I'm in the physical, breaking it down by the syllable. This is the visual, giving it to you like Moors and pictures do. Paint a better effect, make the letters connect like the flow get consumed by the bass in the rope. Got an ace with an ace, boom, boom, with a leg go two, then an A go U. Syrup and butter roll top of the muffle to pop like the doors on the belly. The sound of the smoke got the loud in the air. You ain't spilling the zip on the outside of this, but a bulletproof strips. Hand of the year, cause my eyes so clear, better tiptoe here when you get so near. Take off and disappear. I don't know what to wear. Check when I land, when I clear. I am an alien now. Really not human. That's built with impeccable sound. Look at my spaceship when I go ape shit. Zigzagging around in your town. Castle rocking in the car. I can triple haul. I can set the ball. I can set it all. Set a echelon as far as you can see. That's the meaning of a winning me. Smoking that Bentley music. That's 200, 300 down. Poking like pimping, I'm whipping it out. My whole attire is matching the style. I'm smoking that Bentley music. That's 200, 300 down. Poking like pimping, I'm whipping it out. All of my women, they match up the style. I'm smoking that Bentley music. That's 200, 300 down. Poking like pimping, I'm whipping it out. My whole attire is matching the style. I'm smoking that Bentley music. At 200, 300 down. Poking like pimping, I'm whipping it out. All of my women, they match up the style. Versace, Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Birkin, and then it comes Prada. Yeah. I'm buying and selling, it's what I'm selling, these people is buying. You try to rob me in that riot pump, spit up, I fire with firing. I'm diesel as ever, my shirt is Versace, you looking to watch me. The talk at the top at my Timberland boots and my bucket is low. I'm keeping it live, but bury the belt and I Louis the eyes, Louis the eyes. See how I live what you see. I go against odds, the man of the year, the number one uno. I take on a sumo wrestler, hit you with heckler, disrespecting you. Let it be known, this is me in the zone waving the chrome. Starting no brother this season as well. Flowing through hope and I throw you a bone. Middle finger flicking, leave me alone. Chrome that I carry to turn you to bone. I leave you at slump, get on your throne. I carry the torch when I bury your phone. Music. That's 200, 300 out. Vocal, I pimping, I whipping it out. My whole attire is matching the style. I'm talking that Bentley music.